He's typing.
Oh, it
Okay.
looks like it's starting.
Okay, we're good to go.
We're good?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Tammy. Okay, Sheriff, please continue.
That was really all I had. I don't know if I need to repeat any of that or if Claudia has any additional questions.
Okay.
I'm
Claudia?
okay. Yeah, thanks. I did have another question, but it slipped my mind. Sorry. I got distracted there for a second. I'll come back to it. Oh, I know what I wanted to say. It was just a comment, if I may, Chairman Leggett.
Yes.
Thank you. I do appreciate the sheriff's commitment to avoid transfers from the city. So I know it's cumbersome to have to go through this whole process, but it is appreciated. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Supervisor Bramer. Supervisor Diamond?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Sheriff, I just want to commend you on your policy change this year where you were going to put people through the academy. It certainly saves the city a significant amount of money, and I appreciate that. I want to thank you for that. That was not an easy decision to make. But my questions I have today are basically around this position. Is there a current civil service active list out there?
Yes, there is.
Okay, and the time dedicated to the academy is approximately what, 6 months?
It's about 5 months. I don't know the exact number of weeks.
Okay, and the field training, what's the field training timeline?
10 weeks following that, and there's another small portion that takes place while these recruits are in the academy.
So it's safe to say that we won't have this individual on the street for between 7 and 8 months.
If we can get them in June, I'm thinking it'll probably be February or March of next year.
Okay. Have you put a pencil to the fact of the matter of comparing the hire of the new employee of 43,000? I looked at, potentially a half a year, 6 months. That's another 21.5 for the academy and field training. So that puts us up to about 64,500. I guess my question becomes, from a financial perspective, and I understand you're concerned about people leaving and coming to the academy, but my concern is what's this going to cost us today?
Thank you for calling the post. Visit us online.
Mike, are you chiming in?
No.
Okay, let me finish. When I look at the 64.5, and if in fact we don't have this guy, this patrol officer on the street, that I think personally we're spending a lot of money for potentially having him on the street for approximately 200 and some odd days or a calendar year. Wouldn't it make more sense just to, alleviate that additional salaries, cost benefit packages, and all of those things that come with a new hire? Wouldn't it just make sense maybe to pay overtime to the existing workforce to keep our costs minimal this year as compared to next year?
I don't think.
Thank you, Supervisor. Sheriff, your response?
I don't believe that it would. We come into our summer seasons and we have difficulties in filling overtime. I know that our staffing now isn't where it should be. It isn't where it was 12 years ago. And, the thing that causes me the greatest concern is I hear from supervisors in specific townships like Lake Luzerne and Stony Creek, and they speak to me about the absence of our presence in their townships. And it's embarrassing for me to be able to tell them that I understand and we're doing our best, but we don't really have the staffing to get our people out there as much as we like to. The way we have our zones and sectors aligned, an officer covers a certain area and they have to stay where the call load permits. So we're actually shorting certain towns within our county. if we continued to reduce positions and attempted to fill those through overtime, you would have less people reaching these towns, likely not be able to fill some of those spots because we have difficulty filling them currently. And I think our patrol coverage and public safety would suffer through that decision.
During the budget process, I wasn't certainly available to participate. Did you request at that time for more employees?
In the budget process last year for 2020, we asked for 4 additional patrol officers.
And how many were budgeted?
How many were granted of that request, or how many total were budgeted?
Yes. How many were granted that request?
0.
0. Okay. Did you at that point in time, and we had a public hearing on this subject matter, it wasn't brought to my attention that you were requesting more people at that point in time.
I'm sorry, what is your question?
My question is that during the budget process, there was no objections to the budget officer as he appropriated necessary monies for each line item. So I guess my question is, it was never brought to our attention that you were down people, manpower, and you were looking for people, and there was no money appropriated for that.
That's correct. I didn't take it any further. I made the ask, and I made it clear that I'll continue to ask, and we'll do our best to demonstrate the need. But, you know, I'm new to this, and I have to give my full respect to all the supervisors. And you ultimately make the decisions when it comes to the budgets. I can make recommendations and suggestions that relate to public safety, but I respect your opinions and decisions, and I know, you know, there are a lot bigger pictures and other departments that come into play. We'll get by, we'll figure it out, we'll make do. You know, I'd like to see us get to a staffing level where we were 12 years ago. I anticipate that may not happen this year or next year. I'm just trying to do our best with what we have. And, you know, in moves like this, just get out in front of vacancies and get people trained so that we can have as many officers in a car and on the streets as possible.
But I guess my question would be, or my point to make, is this is a position that will be filled hopefully within 400 days when the patrol officer comes back.
Yes.
Now, my final question is, are there areas in Warren County where there's no policing coverage? Sheriff?
Where there's no policing coverage, no.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Sheriff.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Supervisor Diamond. Any other questions from the committee? No. And Sheriff, with this long run up to being able to have qualified patrol officers to be out on their own, and you're anticipating retirements in the 2021 year, this move right now is in anticipation that there will not be a lapse in personnel?
It's in anticipation that someone will retire, you know, for instance, patrol officer number 11, and then this person who is hired as patrol officer number 65 would fill that vacancy. So it just would be seamless and just really addressed through civil service.
Okay. Thank you for that clarification. Okay, hearing no other discussion, we'll call the question to move this request onto personnel. All those in favor signify by saying aye, raising your hand, or okay, 1, 2.
Aye.
I see 3. I can't tell. Is that enough? Are there others in the boardroom? Amanda?
Mr. Chairman, my name is Jack Diamond. I'm going to vote no for this resolution simply because I'm not comfortable at this time spending $42,000, not knowing what the outcome of this crisis that we're being challenged with. I'm concerned that we're gonna have to make some hard decisions going forward. And I personally would like to see us, hold the line on some spending. So that initially we don't have to look at, the loss of jobs going forward. So I'm gonna have to say no at this point in time.
Okay, thank you Supervisor Diamond.
I'm sorry.
Are there other ayes?
Ben.
Aye. Ben Driscoll.
Okay. Then I'm going to say the motion passes and it goes on to personnel. Thank you. Is there any other business to come before this committee at this time? Okay, I'm looking at the agenda and I do not see any. Then I will adjourn the meeting.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, Supervisor Sieber.
just for the public record, I'm glancing over at YouTube unless Don is seeing something I'm not, but I don't see any public comments. I just wanted to make sure that opportunity was given, even though we're doing this virtually.
Thank you. There's a lot to keep up on these sidebars here, and I thank you for checking on the YouTube because I can't run both of them I don't know how you do it, so,
I have 3 screens in front of me at the moment, but you're welcome.
okay. Okay. Well, good. All those in favor of adjourning, say aye.
Aye.
Meeting adjourned. Thank you.
Thank you, Craig.